Before we begin, we are making sure we have all our tools and supplies we need to be successful for the day. We have our dirty linen cart, our rolly trash can, our vacuum, our doodle bug for the shower, wet mop for the floors, duster for the high dusting, sticky roller, and broom and dustpan. Looks like we're off to a good start. So every cart has a caddy that contains the chemicals, so this should be taken into the room with you for efficiency. First, you want to knock 3 times, announce yourself, wait for a response, and then enter the room. This is now step 1. Enter the room. So step 2 is assess the room. So Candace is turning on all the lights. She's going to fully open the blinds. She's going to turn on the TV to make sure it's in working order and look for any light bulbs that are out. So again, she's surveying and assessing the room. She takes a moment to look around. We are now in step 3, which is strip the bed, remove linen and towels. Make sure you wear protective gloves at this time. Check all linen for visible tears, rips, and stains. If any are found, tie a knot in the linen to show the position of the tear, rip, or stain. This will help when sorting the laundry. Notice how Candace is using her dirty linen cart to discard of the dirty or soiled linen. Next, she is moving on to step number 4 to clear any trash or debris from the room. So notice she is taking it in for efficiency and to minimize going back and forth to her cart. So please remember, the purpose of the rolling trash can is to make sure we do not have any hanging trash bags or any trash bags on the floor. If you take your trash bag out of the cart and put it on the floor, you may have spillage or leaks causing stains on the carpet, making the carpet look dirty and unesthetically appealing to the guest. We have moved on to step number 5, pre-treat the bathroom. So Candace has the Comet. So this new formula is a no rinse formula. So you want to spray generously on your vanity surfaces and your shower. You want to pre-treat during this step because you want to allow the chemicals to work for you. In order to disinfect, you must leave the product on for 3 minutes to disinfect. So Candace now has her doodle bug, and she is spreading and activating the Comet. So we call this process spray and spread. And she's letting the tool and the chemicals do the work for her. Now she's disinfecting the commode. At this time, you can also flush the toilet to check to see if there's any work orders that needs to be completed. You can check to see if the lid is loose or the toilet seat is loose. We are now in step 6, which is dust high surfaces. Using the duster attachment with the expendable pole to dust all high level surfaces, including ceilings, walls, and corners to remove cobwebs, high ledges, top of curtain rails, ceiling light fixtures, and picture frames. So you notice how Candace started in one point of the room, and she's going all the way in one direction. She's even getting the hard to reach surfaces, those lamps behind the chairs, above the windows. She's getting every nook and cranny with the high feather duster. Even behind the TV and on top of the TV. So you can clean the back of the TV with the microfiber rag, but as you can see, it's a hard to reach surface, so the feather duster works perfect for this job. She's dusting on top of the headboard. Now we are in step 7, which is clean the sleeping room. So we are starting by using our Spick and Span multi-surface and glass cleaner and our yellow microfiber rag. So notice how Candace is cleaning the headboard, and she did not spray the chemical directly onto the furniture. She sprayed it directly into the rag. So over time, spraying the chemical directly onto the furniture will eventually damage or discolor the surfaces. So again, she sprayed the chemical directly onto the rag. And Spick and Span is a no rinse chemical. You want to use Spick and Span. If you use Comet or any other chemical, it may damage the furniture. Notice how Candace switched to a green microfiber rag to the TV, and there is no chemical on the TV. Using chemical on the TV will cause buildup and grime, and it will be very hard to take off once it's on there. So again, the TV will be cleaned with just a clean, dry green rag with no chemical. Now Candace has moved on to the microwave and other surfaces, and she is back to the Spick and Span and the yellow microfiber rag. When in the room and you see a clock, please make sure that the time is within 2 minutes of the current time. This will be an item that is scored during your brand quality assurance visit. There may be areas in the room that appear to be untouched or unused by the guest. We always want to dust and clean those areas to avoid dust buildup. Candace now moved on to the fridge. Cleaning the fridge ensures that there is no food left behind, which is evidence of a previous guest. And don't forget the top of the fridge to prevent the extra dust buildup over time. She continues to clean with the yellow microfiber rag and the Spick and Span multi-surface cleaner, the window sills, top of the P-tack, the high touch surfaces, She's pulling out the filters, which should be cleaned every day. So you can either vacuum these or you can rinse them in the sink or tub. But again, they should be cleaned every day. The grill also accumulates a lot of dust buildup, so wiping this every day will prevent that. She switched to the blue microfiber rag, which is used for mirrors and glass surfaces. So she is cleaning her artwork with Spick and Span using the blue microfiber rag. So now she's moving to the mirror. And again, she sprayed the chemical directly into the rag to prevent excessive buildup. Putting too much chemical on the mirror or on your rag can make your mirrors or glass look dirty. Now she switched back to the microfiber yellow rag when she was cleaning the desk and the luggage bench, and she is not leaving any nook and cranny untouched. And how is Candace so efficient? If you noticed earlier in the video, you saw how Candace brought the caddy into the middle of the room, so she has the caddy with her chemicals and rags easily accessible. Please clean the phone, which is a high-touch area by guest and must be cleaned every day. Moving on to step number 8, which is shine the bathroom. So now that we have completed the other steps and let our chemical activate during the pre-treat step, we can now come back and shine it up. One thing to remember, you always want to check your ceilings and exhaust fans and make sure that they are in working order and clean. One great tip to check to see if it's working is turn on the exhaust fan and hold a tissue up to it. If it sucks it, then we know it's working. If not, then we must do a work order in core. So she is using the blue microfiber rag because she is cleaning a glass or mirror item. And you saw her using a yellow microfiber rag, which is the top of the vanity and sink faucet and light switches. Cleaning this will help prevent dust buildup over time. Your hairdryer bag should be in like new condition and clean. So inside the sink, she is using the pink microfiber rag because she sprayed Comet inside the sink. because this is a rinse surface. And see, Candace brought her caddy with her, so it's easily accessible and help with efficiency. She's taking the Spick and Span, the multi-surface glass cleaner, to clean her shower doors. So now she is going to rinse the chemical off of the shower walls. If any of your hotels have issues with scum buildup or residue, one thing that you can do is you can purchase Rain-X. Please ensure that you have an SDS sheet in your binder and everyone is trained and signed off on this chemical. But you can spray Rain-X on your glass shower doors and it helps alleviate a lot of buildup on the day-to-day. So just always speak with your GM before implementing an out-of-the-box process. So now Candace is drying the surfaces. Drying the surfaces ensures that we do not have mold or mildew build up. Some areas can air dry, but if the areas cannot air dry, please make sure that you're hand drying with the microfiber rag. And while Candace continues to clean the shower, I do want to mention it is very important that we do not bring any outside chemicals that are not approved. We do not use any chemicals from home. We do not use any chemicals with bleach. Bleach is not allowed on property, and we must always use microfiber rags. Please do not clean with any linen or terry or washcloths, or any discarded terry or washcloths. Cleaning with even discarded or stained terry leaves lint dust on the furniture. Always clean with microfiber rags. And only P&G chemicals are approved to be used on property. Notice how Candace is cleaning the back of the toilet and behind the toilet. The guest bathroom is one of the most intimate areas of the guest room, so you want to make sure that we have 100% cleanliness in this area. Always use a toilet brush when cleaning. Please do not clean with a sponge and a hand. Cleaning without a toilet brush does not get all the hard to reach surfaces and can prevent buildup within the toilet. So now we have moved on to step number 9, replenish supplies and clean the bathroom floor. So Candace is being efficient, and she got all her linen and terry at once. She is putting the linen on the bed and staging it. She is now taking her towels and replenishing the bathroom. So once again, she's being efficient and grabbing all her supplies at once and taking them into the room. Always check your hangers. Know what your brand standard count is and ensure the hangers are perfectly aligned. If there are any broken hangers or missing hangers, please replenish. Check the iron for water. Any water in the iron is evidence of a previous guest and would be an automatic fail in a quality assurance inspection. She's checking to ensure that she does not need any more supplies to replenish in the bathroom. Spick and span is used for a floor cleaner as well, so lightly spray. You don't want to spray too much chemical because this can cause sticky floors. We are moving on to step 10, which is stage and replenish supplies. So replenish clean glasses, dishes, mugs, spoons, stirrers, restock tea or coffee supply. Continuing in stage 10, make the bed. So in checkouts, you are going to replace all the linens except for the mattress pad. Unless the mattress pad is stained or dirty, you must replace it. Secure the base sheet over the mattress pad so the sheet is snug and flat. Spread out the wrinkles or lumps. So notice what Candace did. In order to save steps, she is doing the fitted sheet and flat sheet at the same time to avoid going back and forth. So fit the flat sheet over the fitted sheet, and again smooth out the wrinkles so that there are not any lumps and it's nice and smooth. And make sure that you adhere to your brand's bedding standard. Before we want to change how we make the beds, certain brands have a very specific way of how the bed may be made. Now the bed presentation is complete and aesthetically pleasing for the guest. Check around the room and please make sure everything is in order and everything has its place, like collateral, lamps, clocks, etc. Next, you want to vacuum, starting at the farthest corner of the room, working your way towards the door. Vacuuming is required. Please Please do not replace vacuuming with sweeping your floor or using the squeaky roller. That is not sufficient.
All right.
You must vacuum every room. Next is your finishing touches. Check your thermostat. In the winter, it is 68 auto heat. In the summer, it is 72 auto AC. Spray odor neutralizer in the air. 4 to 5 sprays through the room is sufficient. Continuing step 11, floors and finishing touches. She is just topping off the entryway on her way out from cleaning the room. Self-inspect the room on your way out. Check to see, is the room clean? Does everything look like new? Did you reposition the clean waste bins? If all that is checked, then you can close and secure the door and mark it vacant ready.